Fire those bad boys up. Let's do it. Or bad girls, whatever the case may be. Let's make it happen. 6:09 is the time. And oh, what a night we've got going on. Temperature-wise, we are sitting really not bad. It's a little bit on the muggy side, but, that's kind of part of Iowa summer on the whole shebang, right? We're kind of used to that and kind of the way it just is. And we're going to have more before the end of the summer. We're at 86 degrees right now to start out. Again, not too bad of a day temperature-wise anyway, but not, again, the ideal conditions, perfect conditions. It is for growing more corn, but whatever. I'm not a big fan of the humidity, so that's why I say that. Hey, good evening. Welcome to the best show about racing anywhere in all of broadcasting. It is the On-the-Go Lock and Key Last Lap Show. I'm your host, Aaron. Thanks for being with me again for Monday night. Our season is winding down. We've only got just a couple of more weeks left of the On-the-Go Lock and Key Last Lap Show. And then that's it for the entire year until next May when we do it all over again and get into the thick of it as well. The seasons are changing here in the next couple of weeks. We're not only going to be ending the On-the-Go Lock and Key Last Lap Show, we're going to be getting into the coaches show for Iowa football. So that means the Kirk Ferentz show will be right on here on Iowa's favorite country. K97 on Monday nights as well. And getting into football, I got a chance to watch some preseason football last week, and wasn't my Raiders. It wasn't my Raiders. It was the Steelers and the Cowboys in the Hall of Fame game. But at least it was some football action, and that was good to watch. I didn't watch the whole game because, they don't play their starters that often, and it's not the superstars that you're going to see throughout the year. But it was good to watch. And, you see the symbols on the helmets and the uniforms, and so you got that. Hey, it is professional football, and it is. I'm not saying the guys that don't play all the time aren't pros. They are, obviously, 54, 53-man roster for each team. So they definitely are. But kind of more tryouts for a lot of the athletes, a lot of football players, especially in the first couple of games. Game 3 is usually when they play a lot of their starters for at least the first half, and then game 4, well, why even bother? I don't think they have even 4 games anymore with the preseason. I think it's 3 games now, 2 for most and 3 for a couple like the Steelers and Cowboys, which is even better. Just cut the preseason down and get right to the actual regular season when it matters. That's the main thing. But anyway, well, here I am talking about football on a racing show. That's because, as I mentioned, in a couple of weeks, we'll be starting the Kirk Ferentz Iowa football coaches show very, very soon as well. So the seasons are changing. Back to school coming. Boy, to say the very least, I'm going to be doing another broadcast with my friends from Decker Sports coming up later this week from their big top, their big tent that they've got because it's their back to school sale going on, and just lots of great things happening as we get closer to this time of the year. I know the kids may not be real excited. I think a lot of the parents are, and it's happening. It's happening. We're into August, and it's definitely that time of the year. Speaking of that time of the year, starting this Thursday, the Iowa State Fair. Didn't have it last year, obviously. Got it this year. And lots of great things planned for the Iowa State Fair as it begins this Thursday. Of course, the big parade. And then, of course, it runs all the way through Sunday, the 22nd of August. And, boy, they got some great grandstand entertainment, most of which is country. A lot of country artists. Blake Shelton's going to be there. Dustin Lynch, Cole Swindell, Dan and Shay. A lot of country artists are going to be there and performing. Chris Stapleton's going to be there. So, some great grandstand acts, great free stage acts as well. Just great fun all the way around with the Iowa State Fair. And guess what? Tonight I'm going to give you a chance to win a pair of tickets to something fantastic at the Iowa State Fair. I'll tell you what that is in just a little bit. Joining us tonight as our very special guest is going to be the driver of the number 00 Sport Mod, Mr. Colby Fett. Colby has got a heck of a season going on, man. He's winning left and right on track after track and doing a great job. So we're going to get to talk to Colby here coming up in about 15 minutes or so on the On-the-Go Lock and Key Last Lap Show. Let me get into thanking our sponsors for this show because, hey, without our sponsors, well, there just wouldn't be this show. And big thank you to each and every one of them, starting off with my good friend Mitch and his business On-the-Go Lock and Key. They're our title sponsor. And again, as you hear when you hear his ads, anything you need key-wise, contact Mitch. You see his red van driving around. You don't always see it in Fort Dodge because he's all over the place, man. He's in Webster City. He's in Ankeny. He's in Algona. He is just all over the place because he's extremely busy. But if you get a hold of him and you need something done key-wise, and key fobs are his specialty, and he'll save you a lot of money on those key fobs as well, by the way. If you need a new fob for your car, he is definitely the guy to get a hold of. So make sure you do that. On-the-Go Lock and Key. Again, big thanks to Mitch for being our title sponsor. Then, of course, the rest of our sponsors, the Stumpies. And I don't mean there's more than one Stumpy, because God help us if there was. I mean the Stumpy's entities, Stumpy's Bar and Grill and Duncombe, Stump Snow and Mow, the original Snow and Mow right here in Fort Dodge and surrounding communities. And of course, Stumpy and his party buses. He's got a fleet of party buses that you can hire him for as well. Then our track sponsors, the historic Hamilton County Speedway. Big thank you to them. Poplar Grove Speedway in Camrock. Big thanks to Holly and Tim Mortensen for being one of our great sponsors. They got a great thing happening there. Even though there's nothing left happening right now, at least not at this moment. There might be later on in the season yet, or later on in the coming weeks and into September. But Sports Park Raceway in Fort Dodge, big thank you to them. And also the Webster County Fairgrounds as well. Great figure eight racing happening at the Webster County Fairgrounds still. So a big thank you to them for being our track sponsors throughout this entire year. They've been our sponsors from the very first show, and much appreciated. They're our sponsors all the way through. Well, let's start off with some results. We've only got a couple of them to talk about, and that being, first and foremost, Poplar Grove Speedway in Camrock. Excuse me while I put my cheaters on, because, once again, that age thing sets in, and you got to have a little help with some things. And when it comes to the eyes, this is it. So here we go. Starting off with the results from this past Saturday, August the 7th at Poplar Grove Speedway in Camrock. The senior clone class, taking first in the number 51 was Matt Webb from Des Moines. Taking second in the 118 was Nathan Donahue from Des Moines. And taking third in the number 9 from Pleasant Hill, Iowa, was Carl Fudge, all three of them from the Des Moines area. In the junior 2 clone, in the feature, just one competitor in that, Kaylee Ohm from Humboldt. So Kaylee in the 11K. Kudos. I love the fact that they, even though they only have the one, they still run the race, man. Give Kaylee the training and the experience that she needs, and let her do her thing and learn. That's what it's all about. So kudos to Kaylee for doing that as well, and for Poplar Grove Speedway for also doing that. Moving on to the Junior 1 clone class. Taking first was Aiden Tunick from Perry, Iowa. And the number 30, taking second was Kyron Kelly from Lansboro. And taking third from, and that was in the 92. Kyron is in the 92. Taking third in the 31 was Rylan Bernard from Webster City, that in the Junior 1 club. In the Junior 1 wing class, taking first was McKenna Sims from Newton in the number 23. And taking second was Brooklyn Robinson from Boone in the number 15. Moving on to the cadet wing, taking first in the number 26, Walker Overturf from Hedrick. Taking second from the great town of Newton was Camden Gasper in the number 50K. And taking third, Eliza Sandoval from Des Moines in the number 30E. In the restricted box feature, taking first, it was Hudson Webb from Des Moines in the 51X. Taking second was Walker Overturf from Hedrick in the 26. Taking third from Burt, Iowa was Leah Rutzel in the number 66. And taking fourth was Finn Crowds from Ankeny in the 3C car. Moving on to the intermediate wing from, I don't have a town from him, but taking first in the 51 was Gage Stevens. And taking second, the number 17 from Des Moines was Anthony Gesford. Moving on to the Yamaha Heavy in the feature, it was Carter Logan from Leland in the 41 taking first. And taking second, well, got to be a relative, Brady Logan from Leland also in the number 8 took second. Moving on to the Builders Prepared class, taking first was Landon Elliott from Boone in the 9L. Second was Chloe Woodward from Des Moines in the 21C, and taking third was Kinsley Sly from Altoona in the 48K. Moving on to the adult wing in the feature, it was Caden Arpey from Indianola in the 16 taking first, and Earl Cassidy from Sioux City in the 65 taking second. Putt-putt class in the feature, it was Henry Arnold from Stanhope in the 72 taking first, Rhett Mortensen from Blairsburg in the 43 taking second, and Hudson Webb from Des Moines in the 51X taking third. Putt-putt class featured A feature 2. It was Isia Mortensen from Blairsburg in the A1 taking first, Braxton Perkins from Dallas Center in the 99 taking second, and Rylan Rutzel from Burt in the 18B taking third. Moving on to the Central Iowa Predator kart racing, and taking first in the 181 car was Nathan Donahue from Des Moines. Taking second in the 55 was Wade Toombs from Algona. And taking third was Matt Webb from Des Moines in the 18. In the 500 Winged Open Outlaw, in the number 22 car, it was Kason Fitch from Mingo in, as I said, the 22. And again, got to be a relative, Nate Fitch from Mingo in the number 1, taking second. That was all the racing results from Poplar Grove Speedway from this past Saturday. Now, they do have another event coming up on August the 22nd. So not this weekend, But let's see, this weekend would be the, yeah, that would be, I got to look that up, man. What would be at this weekend? Help me out. 14th, right? Yeah, I'm right on the 14th. There we go. So not the 14th, but the following weekend on the 22nd. So it'd be not the 15th, which is the normal day runs, but also on the 22nd. So that's coming up with Poplar Grove. All classes will be running on the 22nd, and the pits open at 11, gates open at 11, and hot laps are at 12:30. Again, that coming up on the 22nd with Poplar Grove Speedway in Canmar. So make sure you get the entire family out there for some great go-kart action. As you could hear from the results, a lot of classes, a lot of people show up, a lot of cars on the track at Poplar Grove Speedway. So make sure you get everybody out to enjoy that again coming up on the 22nd. And from the historic Hamilton County Speedway on Saturday night, starting off with the results from there, the Olson family USRA Modifieds. Taken first was Devin Havlick from Waterloo in the 5D. 00J, JD Oringer from Waterloo taken second, and Kyle Brown from Madrid in the 21K taken third. Seneca Foundry USRA Stock Cars in the feature. It was Travis Shipman from Mason City in the 87T taken first. Paul Conrad in the 23 from Colo taking second, and Webster City's own Reed Keller in the number 19 taking third. Moving on to the Stein Heating and Cooling USRA B Mods from Hamilton County Speedway on Saturday night. Taking first, hey, Brandon Toffey, way to go from Otho in the 85T. Jared Aratsky from Webster City in the number 2 taking second, and Ty Griffith from Webster City in the number 56 taking third. Moving on to the Diamond in the Rough USRA Hobby Stocks. Taking first was Dustin Gulbranson from Sioux Falls, South Dakota in the number 6. Dylan Clinton from Edgewood, Iowa in the 18K taking second, and Levi Vanderweide from Sioux Falls, South Dakota in the number 8 taking third. My Race Pass USRA Tuners from Hamilton County Speedway Saturday night. Taken first in the 440, it was Jaden Erickson from Welcome, Minnesota. Taken second in the 28R, Trent Reed from Missouri Valley, Iowa. And taken third in the 18R from Missouri Valley, Iowa, also was Justin Reed. And rounding out Saturday night at the Hamilton County Speedway for the Carl Chevrolet DTRA, it was Jeff Johnson from Indianola taken first. Todd Cooney in the 21 from Des Moines taken second, and Sean Cooney in the number 30 from Bondurant taken third. So there you go. There's your results from the historic Hamilton County Speedway on Saturday night. Next event for the Hamilton County Speedway coming up in 2 weeks. They got a 2-night special going on, 21st and 22nd. It is the P&P Electric Modified Madness. It's going to be all classes. The times are the pit gates open at 4 o'clock, spectator gates open at 5 o'clock, hot laps at 7, racing at 7:30. Tickets, adults $15, senior and military 62 and over $12, juniors 12 to 16 $12, and kids 11 and under are free. Pit pass is $35, youth pit pass is $25, and kids 5 and under are free. Here's how it pays out for the B&P Electric Modified Madness. $3,000 to win USRA Modifieds. That's a big purse. $125 entry fee for Modifieds. Now, if a modified driver can win both events on both August 21st and 22nd at the Hamilton County Speedway, then they will get a $1,000 bonus on top of it all. So there you go. There's the incentive to win both nights. Again, coming up with the P&P Electric Modified Madness at Hamilton County Speedway. Again, 2 nights, 21st and 22nd of this month. And we will have Todd Staley on, promoter of Hamilton County Speedway, either on my morning show, the morning train, or we'll have him here on the On-the-Go Lock and Key Last Lap show sometime over the next couple of weeks to talk about that big two-day event, because it's not too often you get a 2-day event like that. So get ready to have Todd on with us talking about that. We're at 23 degrees, 623, not 23 degrees. That'd be a little bit on the chilly side. Wow. We're at 623 and 86 degrees right now in Fort Dodge. It's been a long day, okay, and it's Monday, so cut me a little bit of slack. Anyway, 623. Hey, here's what I want you to comment on tonight. Big thanks to everybody who's watching the On-the-Go Lock and Key Last Lap show on our video stream. Again, you can do that through our Facebook page, Iowa's Favorite Country, K97 on Facebook, or you can go to my Darren on Air Facebook page. If you've not liked either one of those, please do so. Again, it's Iowa's Favorite Country, K97 on Facebook, or my Darren on Air Facebook page. Go to either one of those, like whichever one you're on, or just like them both. And check out our On-the-Go Lock and Key Last Lap show. Tonight, I want to know, with the Iowa State Fair coming up, And this could be any Iowa State Fair. I don't care if it's one in the past, if it's one going on the one going on this year, whatever it is. I want to know, what is your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair? It's amazing to me how many people I've met that have never been to an Iowa State Fair. That's sad, to say the least, because the Iowa State Fair not only is the oldest state fair in the entire country, the state of Iowa had the very first one, it also is our state fair. And it's always a big deal, a great deal, and lots of great things going on. So if you can, get yourself to the Iowa State Fair. But again, I want to know in your comments tonight, what is your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair? Again, it could have been something in the past, could be something that's going on this year, whatever it may be. Could be rides, could be the exhibits, could be the food. And if so, tell me specifically what food. Could be anything, whatever it is you like about the Iowa State Fair. Maybe back in the day when they had state fair racing. Remember those days? Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's the shows. Maybe you saw a certain artist or a group or band or whatever at the Iowa State Fair. I've seen a bunch of them over the years. So, you reflect back a little bit. But what is your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair? I'm going to randomly tonight select a winner for 2 of the truck and tractor polls going on 1 week from tomorrow night. It's day 1. That's a 2-day event as well. Big truck and tractor poll going on at the Iowa State Fair. 2-day event. They've got them going on a week from tomorrow on the 17th and a week from Wednesday on the 18th. And again, always a great, huge event at the Iowa State Fair. So I've got day 1. So this is for a week from tomorrow on the 17th of August. Day 1, a pair of tickets to that. Again, at the Iowa State Fair. No racing going on Tuesday, right? So you can run down to the Iowa State Fair, enjoy the fair activities, and enjoy the truck and tractor polls going on that night if you win these tickets as well. So I want to know, what is your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair? Maybe it's something this year. Maybe it's something you experienced at the Iowa State Fair in the past. Go ahead and comment again on our Facebook page, Iowa's Favorite Country, K97 on Facebook, or my Darren on Air Facebook page. At the end of the show, like we always do, randomly, I will select a winner of 2 tickets, again, to day 1, 1 week from tomorrow, August the 17th, to the Iowa State Fair truck and tractor polls. So go ahead and comment on our video feed there. Coming up in a little bit, we're going to be talking with Colby Fett, again, the driver of the 00 Sport Mod, and he's got quite the season going on. Colby going to be joining us in just a little bit here on the On-the-Go Lock and Key Last Lap Show. But do get your comments in. Again, what is your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair this year or in the past? Again, randomly selected at the end of the program is going to be a winner of 2 tickets to day 1, August 17th, day 1, Iowa State Fair truck and tractor polls. So make sure you get yourself in for that. Stay with me on the On-the-Go Lock and Key to Last Lap Show. It's only on Iowa's Favorite Country, K97. "29 minutes before we hit 7 o'clock and the end of the On the Go Lock and Key Last Lap show." Now, again, our very special guest time. Ooh, man, my hair. You can tell after a long, hard Monday, the hair is just. Anyway, it's still red and it's still Irish. That's all that matters, right? Hey, coming up in just a little bit is our very special guest. He's the driver of the 00 Sport Mod, Mr. Colby Fett. As I said, Colby's got quite the season going on, man. He's got wins left and right. And I understand there's even a bounty on him at one of the tracks. So, dude, man, he's got some victories behind him, to say the very least. We're going to talk to Colby in just a little bit. So hang in there. Again, you're playing tonight, contest-wise, for a couple of tickets to the Iowa State Fair Truck and Tractor Pulls Day 1, which is 1 week from tomorrow night on August the 17th. Now, again, it's on a Tuesday night. No racing going on Tuesday night. So what a great night when the crowd's maybe not as thick at the Iowa State Fair itself. Head down to the Iowa State Fair. Enjoy the activities. Enjoy all the delicious food that's down there. Enjoy some truck and tractor pull, because on the line tonight, again, with your comments, is 2 tickets to Day 1 of the Iowa State Fair. Now, what I'm asking you is, what is your favorite part of the Iowa State Fair? Maybe it's something you experienced in the past. Maybe it's something you're looking forward to this year, whatever it may be. What is your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair? Maybe it's the grandstand events. Maybe it is the fantastic food. Maybe it's the fact that everything is on a stick, and I mean everything. Maybe it's the exhibits. Who knows, the rides, whatever it may be. I want to know, what is your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair past, or what you're looking forward to this year, because you know it's going to be there this year. Let me real quick before we get to Colby, look at some of the comments. Johnny, hey, John, what's up, my brother? He says, truck and tractor pulls. Gee, what are you playing for, John? What are you playing for? Tickets to the truck and tractor pulls, absolutely. Dan says, love the races, demo derby and hairball on a free stage. Boom, there you go, man. That's a lot of stuff. The races, yeah, the old Iowa State Fair races, man. It's too bad they are no longer. Got to be the dirt races. Yeah, it's too bad they had to get rid of them. I agree, Aaron. It is. It was quite the show, man. You can always count on that. Kim Shea says, camping and lemonade shakeups. Oh, does that ever sound good? Man, their lemonade down there is tremendous. And the shakeup kind is, I think it's a special blend, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they put a little extra sugar in it or something. I don't know. Andor says, Iowa State Fair is amazing. Yes, it is. Favorite part is the food, especially the funnel cakes. Well, they're the best part until you inhale the powder. Dude, you're not supposed to inhale the powder. You don't snort it. Don't use a straw to it. Don't do any of that stuff. You just lick it, all right? Nobody's going to knock you for just putting your face to the plate and licking it, unless you come up looking like you just, you just put white makeup all over your face or something. But even then, people are going to go, yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool. He just had some funnel cakes. You can tell by the white powder all over his face. Anyway, don't inhale it, dude. Hey, Kitty, how you doing? Appreciate the comment. That's fantastic. All right. I want to know, again, go ahead and comment on our Facebook page right here, Iowa's Favorite Country, K97 on Facebook, and or my Darren on Air Facebook page as well. What is your favorite part of the Iowa State Fair? Maybe it's the cattle exhibits, man. Maybe it's the livestock. There's a lot of exhibits that are down there. Maybe it's the Fair Queen contest, the Iowa State Fair Queen contest. Every representative from every county fair who won the queen crown for that county is there. So maybe that's it. Maybe, just could be anything. Butter sculpture, there's a good one. Hey, good job, Zach. Yeah, man, the butter sculptures every year, something different, something to look forward to. You got it. So keep the comments going. Again, you're playing tonight for 2 tickets to the Iowa State Fair Truck and Tractor Pulls. The Day 1, it's a 2-day event. It's a week from tomorrow and a week from Wednesday. And I've got Day 1 tickets right here. I am going to be giving you chances to win Day 2 tickets on my morning show. Plus, I will tell you this, coming up on August the 16th, at the Iowa State Fair Grandstand. It's a show you don't want to miss. My man Cole Swindell and Dustin Lynch, boy, 2 great artists. They're going to be performing, and I'm going to give you chances to win tickets to Cole Swindell and Dustin Lynch later on this week on my morning show as well. So some great Iowa State Fair chances, tickets this week on the morning show. Like I said, Day 2 of the Truck and Tractor Pull tickets, Cole Swindell, Dustin Lynch tickets, and anything else I can come up with. We'll throw in something else throughout the week as well. Oh, I'll be throwing in this. I will tell you some more Dragon Boat Bash tickets. Lone Tree Revival going to be performing there this Friday night. This Friday night is the Dragon Boat Bash. Big thing here in Fort Dodge every year, and rightfully so. So I'll be giving you chances to win 4 packs of those tickets, 4 packs of the Dragon Boat Bash tickets, so you can go watch Lone Tree Revival. So anyway, keep the comments coming. What is your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair? And at the end of the show, I will randomly select a winner of 2 tickets to Day 1 of the Truck and Tractor Pulls 1 week from tomorrow night down in Des Moines at the ISF, the Iowa State Fair. Well, it is 25 before the top of the hour. Let's bring in our featured guest for tonight. Very special guest, Colby Fett, joining us. He is the driver of the number 00 Sport Mod. Colby, what's up this evening, my man?
Not a whole lot. Just getting off work and, relaxing today because we kind of have a short week this week for racing-wise. So
Right. Not a lot of racing happening this weekend with the Iowa State Fair going on. Nobody wants to really kind of take away from that. So that's why a lot of the tracks have said, we're just not going to have racing this weekend. But, hey, first and foremost, man, I appreciate you taking the time to be on the show tonight. I know you did, as you said, just got off work, so it's been a long day for you already. And now you got to spend the next 25 minutes or so yakking with me. So always
that's the fun part.
I'm glad you think that way, man. I was going to say, not always is the funnest thing to have to come home to, but I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're a busy guy. Speaking of busy guy, dude, I don't always read the results from a lot of the tracks that you race, like Hancock County and Buena Vista County and so forth. But holy smoke, man, I do read those results off air. I see your name all the time, man. You got one whale of a season going on. And help me out. I understand there's a bounty out for you because you've won like every race you've ran at. Which track is that?
That would be Worthington Speedway. It used to be considered Nobles County Speedway, but the IMCA took it over, or new promoter took it over, so it's now Worthington Speedway up there, and it's IMCA sanctioned this year. So,
and you have won every time you've dared bring the car.
Well, we hot lapped once and blew the motor in hot laps, so we didn't win that night. And then, we've had a DNF there, got taken out in the first lap. But other than that, if we finish, usually we end up on top. So.
Wow, man. That's when you get a bounty put on you, that means you're doing something right, even though everybody else may be out to get you.
Yeah, that's kind of the cool thing, though, because that track's done a great job turning it around. And I kind of feel like it's a cool thing to, like, help try to bring more cars there and more attention to it because – they have good payouts up there to take care of the track. And so it's kind of cool for me to help out there. So
fantastic, dude. It's good attitude to have. Attitude to have. Let's go back to the beginning of Colby Fett's driving the 00. Where did you start your racing career? Did you start doing go-karts, or did you jump right into dirt track, or where did it begin for you?
Yeah, I started go-karts when I was 7 years old in Forest City, the Southtown Speedway.
And then from there you decided as you got older, hey, man, I want to jump in these bigger cars and
throw
a little dirt around.
Well, I raced go-karts till I was about 11, and we raced a couple years of Hornets when I was 14 and 15, and then we took racing off again, and then I started Sport Mods up when I was turned 21, and I'm currently now 29, so we've been in it for about 8 years. So,
dude, you go clear back to when you started racing go-karts at 7. You got 22 years of race car of some kind under your belt.
Yeah, it would have been kind of nice to see how we could do if I didn't take all those years off. But, I mean, I feel like we've come a long ways for sure.
Absolutely. Now, when you jumped in, you said you started with the Hornets. When did you decide to go into the B-Mod class? Or did you do a different class before you went B-Mod?
Well, no, we just did Hornets. And then I kind of, after we stopped that when I was about 15, we ended up just taking some years off. And the Sport Mod class appealed to me because I noticed a lot of go-kart drivers were racing the Sport Mod class, and a lot of them were really good and turned into mod drivers. I raced against Levi Nielsen and all them back in the day. So, I mean, Brandon Davis, I'm sure some people have heard of him in USMTS racing. So, we've been around all those good guys back in the past. So,
man, that's fantastic. Now I understand you did drive and won Friday night at the night of is it still 1,000 stars or is it 10,000?
It's 1,000 stars, and then 10,000 stars was Saturday.
Okay. I knew that there was one and the other. I just couldn't remember which night was which. But you won Friday night at Night of 1,000 Stars. You took the feature.
Yes, yep, we did. And my brother and I went 1-2, and then the following night he got the best of me and he won. I got second. I started pole and he started 8th, and he ended up getting by me. But we both turned our best lap time on lap 20, so we're pushing each other really hard this year. And I think that's kind of one part of it that makes us both really good is we always push each other really hard compared to other people out there.
That's fantastic, man. It's got to be good knowing that you got a brother out there. So a little bit of team support as well, even though you most places where you drive, especially locally, everybody's a family. But just knowing you got actual blood family, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's very competitive, you know, especially when, like I said, he's really good too for his age. So I mean, it makes it really fun though.
So he's your younger brother then,
Yeah, he's about 8 years younger than me.
and he
So
got the best of you Saturday night.
yeah, yep, he did. Yep.
Dude, I'm shaking
We
my
were
head
on
for
the
all.
roll, you know, we were on the way to win fourth race of our 5 race entry last week, and you know, we ended up with just three in a second. So you know, can't win them all, and you know, I just chose the wrong line at the end and started running it, and he showed me the right one.
Younger brother became the teacher. I love it. That's
Yep,
all
yep,
right.
he did.
Hey, you know what? If somebody had to beat you though, take the checker in front of you, it's cool that it was your brother. That's neat.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's, you know, we've I've been helping him since he was 8 years old, and pretty much taught him how to drive with apexing and corners, and how he's, you know, when he was racing with the, like, I had to tell him the track's a circle, not a square, you know, just stuff like that back in the day. And to see him now, he's beating me and stuff. He's, you know, he's a wheelman now, and that makes me proud.
That's awesome, man. But did you teach him maybe too much? And that's why he's beating you now?
Actually, he hasn't needed me for the last couple years. He's been teaching himself a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's cool, but
That's very cool. Mom and dad have got to be pretty proud too, man. You got both their sons out there going head to head like that.
oh, I'm sure. And my mom takes many bathroom breaks.
I can't imagine why. Both boys are
Yeah,
out there going head to head. I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I can't.
Good for her. Good for her to
Yeah.
at least show up even if she is in the bathroom most of the time. That's all
Yeah,
right.
right.
Well, let's talk about the tracks that you do run as well. Also, Colby, obviously you run Hancock County if you're there for the
Yep.
night of 1,000 and 10,000 stars.
Yep.
Buena Vista Raceway, you run there as well, right?
No, I haven't
No?
been to Buena Vista, but I've been to Kasuth, like Elgona.
Okay.
That's just right. That's my hometown. I live like 6 miles from the track, so
Wow.
we're there every week, and you know, they got the best payouts in probably the state for sport mods. So it doesn't make sense why we wouldn't go there. So you know, we go there every week and try to hit Brit up. And this year I've been racing Worthington a lot, just because kind of fell in love with that track, and it kind of helps that we win a lot up there too. But
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. Now, you looking at maybe going down to Super Nationals in Boone next month?
oh, for sure. Yep, we'll be there, and kind of obligated to go after we won that Race of Champions race back a few years back, and so we're pretty much qualified for life for that race. So
Nice.
it's always nice to go down and get that extra race into while we're at it.
Nice. That becomes a community down at Super
man.
Nationals. Then, holy
Yep.
smoke! Just so many
Yeah.
people. And
A lot of people say there's, you know, people go to party and sometimes races happen there. So I mean, it's kind of how that goes down there. You know, it's such a cool time, and I think everybody should experience it at least once. It's crazy.
that's a good phrase. I like that. Yeah, we go down to have a party, and every now and then they'll break out with a race. I don't know. We don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. But,
Yeah. Yep.
way cool.
Mhm.
Colby, when it comes to your number, this is something I've asked most of the drivers. You know, there's a lot of unique numbers out there. You know, like some people will have like yours 00. Some people will put a number with a letter behind it, a number with a letter in front of it. We're getting into a lot of drivers that have 3-digit numbers and so forth. And there's always a reason why you select a certain number. Why 00?
See, I was always a Jeff Gordon fan growing up, and I'm kind of confused why it didn't choose 24 when I was younger. But you know, I always thought 00 looked cool. I like that double out buckshot car in the NASCAR, and you know, I always thought that was cool, and I thought it was unique, and not many people had it. So not a really cool story about my number, but it was just something different, and I always like being a little bit different, and that way we stand out in the field and stuff. So
No,
I thought the number was a little bit
that's a cool story, man. I mean, that's unique. You know, that's how you came about with your number. But you know, that's fantastic. Nothing wrong with that story at all. Now, when it comes to when it came to your car scheme, you know, the colors and so forth, what made you go with the colors you went with?
I love yellow. I think yellow pops nicely, and you know, that's always been a staple of my race car. Except, you know, we got that Salute to Veterans wrap on now that doesn't have any yellow, but it's probably my favorite looking car I've ever driven. So, you know, I just have always liked yellow on a race car, and that's kind of something I've always had since I was young. So
Fantastic, man. I gotta also ask you, because I've asked this of many drivers on this show and off, because it's just something that I think every driver has. I don't. As a matter of fact, I haven't met too many, if any, that don't have this. Do you have your personal superstitions? Your personal, okay, I got to have this way, or this cannot be here, or whatever the case may be. Because I mean, so many drivers, it's like, okay, I can't have that. I have to have this. This has to be this way, or whatever.
I don't. I know that like the chicken thing and the people say you can't have green on cars, but my thing is I don't ever go to the track saying how good we're gonna do that night. Because I always feel like when something like that is said, something bad happens. So usually we go into the track and I'm saying, let's just have a good night and make sure the car loads up nice and see what happens. Because you go into the track and thinking, oh, we're gonna win. It's like that's usually when you wreck shit.
Right? Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's all right, man. Let it fly. Not a problem. No, it's and that's exactly right. I just a personal philosophy of mine. It may sound negative, but I most times when it comes to a situation that I may be entering or whatever, I always expect the worst, because if the best happens, it's a nice surprise. If the worst happens and I was thinking the best was going to, man, that's a major letdown. So
well, this last week's gone. These last couple weeks have gone really crazy for us. I mean, our car's been fast all year, and I've actually had very bad luck this year. I've had more DNFs than I've had any other year. But typically, when we're finished, we're up in the top 3 somewhere, and the car has been awesome. So it's crazy that I have actually my most wins in a year too. So it's kind of weird, but
hey, it's balanced out, man. It's balanced out.
Yep, it does. It is. Yep.
And that's the main thing. Hey, dude, it's about 12 minutes before the top of the hour. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, I want to talk to you about what you're looking for maybe for the rest of the season. I know you're not racing this weekend, but we did talk about you're going to Super Nationals, and I know you got a couple of other races leading up to that. And I want to get into, of course, the people that make it happen for you. Without your crew, your support, and, of course, your sponsors, that 00 Sport Mod would not get on the track every week. So I want to talk about them. If you want to get all your thoughts together on your sponsors and everybody you want to say thank you to, we will touch on that in just a little bit. All right, my man?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Going to be back with Colby Fett, again, driver of the 00 Sport Mod on the Go Lock and Key Last Lap show right here on Iowa's favorite country, K97. You stay right here. The biggest stars of country do play right here, past and present, actually, and the biggest stars of racing. Well, I try to get them on the on-the-go lock and key last lap show, like Mr. Colby Fett. He is our very special guest tonight. Hey, don't forget, if you are just now tuning in via the airwaves of Iowa's favorite country, K97, or on one of our audio streams, or you're just now watching our on-the-go lock and key last lap show via our video feed on our Facebook page, Iowa's favorite country, K97, or my Darren on Air Facebook page, go ahead and comment on our comment section, because I put on the line tonight a pair of tickets to a day one of the Iowa State Fair truck and tractor pulls. That's next Tuesday night, 1 week from this Tuesday. The Iowa State Fair starts this Thursday, of course. It's a 2-day show, and I've got day one tickets, a pair of those on the line. All I'm asking you to do is comment your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair. Now, obviously, we haven't started it yet this year, so maybe it's something is coming up at the Iowa State Fair that you're looking forward to. Maybe it's something you've experienced in the past, whatever it may be. Go ahead and comment again with your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair, because at the end of the program, at the end of the on-the-go lock and key last lap show, I'm going to randomly draw for the winner of that pair of tickets to the first day one truck and tractor pull 1 week from tomorrow night at the Iowa State Fair in Des Moines. Well, back with Colby Fett. Now, Colby, again, as we were talking about before we went to break, you have got one incredible season going on, lots of wins under your belt. Having that much success so far, and I know you just alluded to your superstition, so to speak, is not to think too highly of the night you're going into. But kind of putting that aside just a little bit and looking at in your crystal ball for the next couple of weeks, you're not racing this weekend, but you got a couple more before Super Nationals. What are you looking or hoping to do as the rest of the season goes on, and especially when you get to Super Nationals next month?
Well, we just want to maybe pick up a couple more wins. I got three more races at Worthington and one more race in Algona, and then we're going up north for that 10,000 to win show up in Wisconsin. That is a huge show. I mean, there's going to be a lot of cars up there, and we've done real good up there. So, I mean, I got a really good car, so I'm kind of excited for that this year. And, we just hoping the car stays clean, and, we're going to change some stuff for Boone and try it out on probably the prelude night. So got to test some stuff there with that extra banking and everything. So
fantastic, man. Then when you get to Super Nationals next month, how do you got to start out at Super Nationals? When do you begin?
When do we begin? It's Labor Day when the qualifying actually starts. So
okay, so you actually do race Labor Day then?
Yep. Okay. Labor Day is when we start our first day of qualifying for Sport Mods, and then Tuesday is the second day also. So I think that's September 5th or something.
7th, I believe, is Tuesday. 6th is Labor Day, and then 7th is Tuesday. So yeah. Yeah,
6th and 7th. So yep.
Well, that's fantastic, man. I know you're looking forward to that. And then you looking at already on the calendar some races after Super Nationals, because there's still some racing going on, like Hamilton County Speedway will have some races clear into October, and lots of other places as well.
Yeah, we're keeping that open discussion about that. I mean, don't have anything planned. Usually we just kind of see what's there and then hit it up, or see how Super Nats goes for us, and see how many shows after that. I know Spencer, Clay County Speedway has a show after that. We always love hitting that track up, because, I mean, that track's been one of the best surfaces in the country, I think. So, I mean, Spencer's been fun. So we're looking forward to that after.
Clay County Fair is another fantastic fair too, man. Yeah. You can't go up there and not have fun up there.
Exactly.
Well, man, let's get into, as we close out our time together, let's get into the people that do help you get your car on the track every week, because without your sponsors, your support, your crew, it just wouldn't happen. So let's talk about who you got.
Well, we came into this season, and Mike Howen at Lake Mills Motorsports and Pete Alexander at Utility Fleet Specialists really kind of ran the show and getting me into this new Skyrocket and kind of testing stuff. We tested a lot of stuff the first half of the season, and it was crazy. But then with Kelly Schrock pretty much shadowing me and teaching me how to drive a different way and all that, I mean, those three guys really I gotta attest to. I mean, they're such, they're a big part of this whole thing. And then Clocky Motorsports, Chuck's been with us, and he's sponsored some really good people in the past, and I hope that I'm one of his good drivers and stuff. But CPD shocks, Troy Swearingen at Cooter Built Engines. He builds some really good engines and makes stuff that probably shouldn't work as well work really well. So I mean, he's a great engine builder and stuff. So I got Dean Kitley, my girlfriend's business, All Paws No Flaws, Noonan Industries, Borman, Joe Borman's, Botcher Farms, McClish Farms, Murphy's, Imbus, Travis Getters, Bryant Southwick, Flipside Bar and Grill. I got a lot of them.
That's awesome, man. That's a testament to you, not only as a driver but as a person.
Yeah, you gotta have. To have a successful program, I mean, it's doable. We started off with nothing really. I mean, my first year I had like one sponsor and just a cheap car. We started with $600 chassis and all that, and now we're here, and I'm really proud of that. But and some more people that helped: Travis Getters, Flipside Bar, Kids Custom Engraving, B&B Custom Carpentry, JP3, Hunting with Heroes have been a great part of this whole season and last year's too. And Anthony Mickelson, Farrier Services, Tony Grain Systems, and Western Iowa Racing Results.
It's a good group, man. Yeah, that's a fantastic group. How about your crew? How about the people that when the car doesn't run so well, they're working and making it happen?
My dad's been, the guy that got me into this whole racing thing, and either good or bad, who knows? But he's been a big part of my whole racing career. And then I got one of my best friends, Justin Taylor. He's always in the shop, and half the time people don't think I work on the car because he's always doing it. So my dad's right-hand man, Larry Armstrong's always been in the shop. Thomas King, Farmer, he's been huge into this. And then like one of my friends that's been friends since high school, Anders Carlson, you probably know him by the powder sugar inhaler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just showed up the last couple of weeks, and he plans on coming around more. So it's cool to have one of my good old friends back and stuff. And
that's awesome, man. Tell him to stay away from the powdered sugar, though.
Yeah, I will. That sounds kind of dangerous. But yeah, so I mean, my mom, she's supportive. My girlfriend Sky, her daughter Torin, she loves the whole racing thing, and she decorates my mud plug covers every now and then, and so. And then one of my friends, Chris Krug, he shoots crap at me at work all day long, every day, all year long, because I work with him, and he races hobby stocks, but we give each other crap all the time. So I mean, sometimes that's what makes it fun. So, but I have a huge group of people, if you didn't realize that. But I mean, it takes.
It does. You know that better than I do. And again, I will say what I've known from other drivers. It's I actually learned this first from the Terminator many years ago. The amount of support a driver has, sponsor-wise, support-wise, crew-wise, fans-wise, that's a testament to not only them as a driver, but also them as a person. It shows their character as a person. So that's a real compliment to you as a human being, my brother.
Thank you. Thanks. It means a lot to me. I mean, it's one of those things where I'm just amazed at how far we've come. We were one of the people that started with nothing in the racing stuff. So to be able to have a guy like, some people know Kelly Shryock, tutoring me, and they're starting to call me Kid Skyrocket now and all that. So it's kind of I just can't believe we've come this far, and that's awesome.
That is fantastic, and that's excellent growth. And you think about that too, Colby, and you think about, okay, you've got an incredibly bright future in this sport.
Yeah.
And lots of great things yet to happen. So kudos to you, my man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here. And it's been, fun kind of getting these people's names out there, because not all the time I can do that in the interviews after the races and stuff, because we're all jumbled and excited. And, I don't want to take 20 minutes during an interview after the race to list off all these names. So it's nice to get some of them out there.
Absolutely, man. And they deserve it. They deserve it for helping you get on the track every week, and all the support they give you as well. So, brother, good luck to you the rest of the season. Good luck when you get to Super Nationals, and good luck on that bounty, man. Keep making them coming after you. That's the main thing.
That's the plan, right?
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Keep up the great work. Have a great rest of your season, and we'll get you back on again next year, my man.
Awesome. That'd be awesome to be here again. Thanks.
Thanks,
Have a good
Colby.
night, guys.
You too, my brother. Take care, man.
Bye.
Colby Fetts, driver of the number 00, Sport Mod. Good guy, too, man, to say the least. Heck of a season going on. So kudos to him and his entire crew. Hey, I'm about ready to close out the show. So if you want to comment still, again, we're playing tonight for a couple of tickets to day one of the Iowa State Fair Truck and Tractor Pulls. They are a week from tomorrow night at the Iowa State Fair, Tuesday night. So not many things happening on a Tuesday night. Great night to get out of the Iowa State Fair. Enjoy the festivities and everything going on there, and then enjoy some great truck and tractor pulls at the Iowa State Fair as well, because I got 2 tickets to day one on the line. And all you got to do is comment, what is your favorite thing about the Iowa State Fair? Maybe it's something that you've experienced, obviously, in the past, since we haven't had this year's yet, or something maybe you're looking forward to, knowing it's going to be at the Iowa State Fair this year, and enjoy all that. So go ahead and comment on that, because here in just a couple of minutes, I'm going to randomly select the winner of those 2 tickets for that. That is going to round out the on-the-go lock and key last lap show. Again, a big thanks to our sponsors who make this show possible. My friend Mitch at On-the-Go Lock and Key, our title sponsor. Stumpy and all of his entities, Stumpy's Bar and Grill, Stump's Snow and Mow, and Stumpy's Party Buses. Also, the historic Hamilton County Speedway, Poplar Grove Speedway in Camrar, Sports Park Raceway in Fort Dodge, and Webster County Fairgrounds as well. Big thank you to each one of those sponsors that do put us on the air with a show every single week. Coming up tomorrow on the morning train, you got to join me, because it's our Tell Me What You Think Tuesday, the funnest, most thought-provoking, informal survey in all of broadcasting. Never a right or wrong answer, just simply your opinion in a fun way, and it's always a lot of fun. Plus, I'm going to give you a chance to win some tickets to a lot of things the rest of this week. I got more Iowa State Fair Truck and Tractor Pull tickets I'm going to put on the line, day 1 and day 2. I got some Dragon Boat Bash tickets. I'm going to put those on the line. Tickets to see Dustin Lynch and Cole Swindell at the Iowa State Fair. They're going to be there August the 16th. Lots of great things as well. Might even throw in some Adventureland tickets. Who knows, man? I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to be giving away this week on the morning train, so you definitely want to join me. Until then, I need you to have a great rest of your night, but I do need you to be safe. And the reason why is I need you back with me on the morning train tomorrow, because without you, I am just a dude that rides that rail all alone. And trust me when I say that is never any fun. I say this at the end of every one of my morning shows, every one of my last lap shows. Remember, every person you come in contact with every day is fighting battles that you have no idea about. So please be kind. God bless, everybody.